What's up guys, in today's video I'm going to show you how to install the TimberTech RadianceRail Classic Composite Series, just like this one. This is the railing that I'm installing, TimberTech Classic Composite Series. It comes in 3 pieces. It's the bottom rail, the top rail, and the balusters. You can also buy hardware packs separate. So if you have railing sections that are less than 4 feet, you can buy an 8-foot kit and then just buy another hardware pack. You'll have enough railing for 2 sections. Each box of spindles comes with enough spindles for an 8-foot section. We're not going to use this, but I'm going to show you why in a second. I have the 4x4, so I just measured from here to there, and I cut 2 blocks. Is what I did, and I'm going to show you why. Let me get over there. As this video goes on, you'll understand. We're going to be installing this little section right here. Reason being is because I'm installing these railings on a wheelchair ramp, and the angles would just further complicate things. Apologize for the traffic on this road. Our first step is going to be to mark our little blocks. At this point, you should already have your post sleeves and your skirts on. First step is going to be to install these. The center of this for a 4x4 is 2 1/8. And you want to mark it up a little bit so you can see it on top of the block. Get it center on your mark. Get it on that. Pencil mark. Pre-drill your hole. Once you go through the vinyl, stop. Alright. You're going to want to pack the long screws first. These ones. But you can also use these ones that stay stairs only, because you're not going to need them unless you're doing stairs. Alright, so take your block, put it in. You want it tight, but you don't want to warp this. Take your torpedo level, level your block. Pre-drill your second hole. Put your screw in. 2 1/8. Center it. Pencil mark. Pre-drill your hole. Alright, now we're going to grab one of our bottom rails. Not the actual bottom rail, we'll get to that in a minute. Just one of these. Alright, now, this is where these blocks come in handy. Sit them on the ground in front of your section. And then sit your top rail. You want it looking like an H. Okay? Put it on between the posts and then mark them. I prefer scribing over measuring. I do it all the time. It's harder to mess up your cut. So let's go cut this quick. See, there's a little bit of play, which is fine. You're going to take these now, these pieces, push them up against the sleeve on both sides. Drill one hole. Same for this side. Take your little bag of screws, these ones right here. It says number 8 3/4, quantity 16. You're going to need 4 for each side. All right, put 1 screw in each side just to hold it in place. You're drilling an angle, you won't hit the sleeve and scratch it. All right, now we're going to pre-drill these. The long screws go in them. Alright, so this is the first important step. If you don't have any scrap pieces, you should really get some, because this will determine if your cut is going to be straight or not. A lot of times these posts aren't always perfect and you'll have gaps. This one's good, but you should definitely not skip this step. If your posts aren't straight, you want to make these cuts perfect before you get your measurement. That way you know what angle you have for each side. So both of my cuts are straight, there's no bevels. I'm going to get a measurement is 37 and 9/16. Now I cut this a little long. This is 37 and 5/8. We're gonna see how it fits. It's a little tight, but it's always better to take off because these pieces you don't get a do-over. There's no trim that covers this end up. So whatever this looks like is what it looks like. You don't get a second chance. All right, that's perfect. The next thing we got to do is drill our holes for our balusters. These blocks are going to come in handy again for that. This thing has a circle on it. Has a circle on the line. I put a black dot so you can see it better. That's where you're going to pre-drill each baluster. But you got to center it in between here first. So right now I got a baluster here and a baluster here. And we really don't want that. We want something like this. Let me measure. I got about 3 3/8. And I got 2 3/8. So I need to move it. That's 3. And that's 3. All right, so that's close enough. We got about 3 inches on each. So now we're gonna take these over and drill them. We gotta mark this first. Take this and this. Okay, so I got my pieces cut. You wanna take your bottom rail, flip it upside down, put your spindle piece on top. You're gonna use a drill bit with a 3/16 bit. The reason we're using the 3/16 hole is because the screw will go through, but it doesn't, the head catches it. You're drilling through both of them. What I like to do, take one of your screws and drop it in that hole. You want to go through both, the top and the bottom. You know, lay this one aside first. Open up your balusters, your spindles, whatever you want to call them. Let me mention this quick before I forget. This 3/16 drill bit, you want to do this whether it's, you want to do it with the square balusters or the aluminum circle. It'll work with both. So you want to take your screws out and separate them. I'm using a couple of post caps. So your 3-inch in one and your 2-inch in the other. All right. Now for the bottom, we're going to use the 2-inch screws. Stand it up, drop the screws in the holes. Shake them. All right. And these already come with a hole in it. You don't have to pre-drill these. Don't strip them though. These can all be tightened down. Okay, so now we're going to take our 3-inch screws, drop them in the holes, and then just start them. Don't tighten these. Do not tighten them. Just start them. Like a 1/2 inch. Okay, we got them all started. Now you're going to pick it up, sit it on the ground, and then slide this down until it's making contact with the spindles, and then tighten all these screws up. Okay, so we got the railing installed. Now we're going to put it back in place. For these top measurements, you want to be 1 3/16 from either side. Doesn't matter which side. I like to mark my side first. So I make a mark. 1 3/16. Make a mark just in case it moves. Then we're going to repeat the process for these. All right, so now got the railing installed, our scrap pieces, and that's pretty good. I would not skip this step though. Taking this scrap and checking it is a good way to see if your posts are twisted and if you got to make a crooked cut, if you got to angle your cut. There, that's how you want those tight. You don't want them tight enough that it'll scratch this, but the tighter you can get these, the better. We're gonna use a couple 1 5/8 screws now. Pre-drill the bottom. When you go through, you want to drill a little bit into railing, but just a little. And then when you put this screw in, you're gonna see this thing raise up and then suck back down. And that's when you stop. There we go. All right, guys, thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, I'd appreciate it if you subscribe. We make videos like this all the time.